There's only one that way to know. Look at Benny getting it. Get that, Benny. Get that comfort. What they can't do. Hi, Stanley. You're gonna jump up there? He's gonna jump up. Pew! Oh, he's in a good mood. That's cool. Okay, I'm just gonna talk for a while. We're supposed to get 10-15 inches of snow. Yeah, and then the first I heard about it was earlier today. Cause that's all I do, man. All my free time I have in between being a freaking dog walker and a mom talker. I just keep track of patterns and trends and stuff like that and weather, and I keep tracking at a lot of different places. So I thought that was kind of a trip, but I got no place to go. I got nothing to do. We're all hunkered down. I stopped at the market. I had to go to 2 stores today to get cream, and they didn't have any at either. I had a cream. No cream. I was so sad because I was going to make like a cream-based sauce. Ooh, I could have done coconut. Dang it. I could have done a coconut-based sauce, Ma. Benny, what are you doing? What are you doing? Go lay down. Don't be peculiar. Go on. Go lay down. Whenever you want something too much, you're adamant about it. All right, get out of here. Go on. Kick rocks, nerd dog. Yeah, he's kinda a good dog. He's a good dog-ish. Nah, he's a good dog. He's just, he's very willful, and his idea and the things that he wants to do are not congruent to things that I want him. Cute little big old lug, He's getting old. He's getting ghost face. Little old dogs, man. You can earn the love of an old dog. Oh, it's the best. Anyway. Or cat. Stanley! He's up on top of his cat tree. We repurpose a lot of things around here. So, what's going on in the world? It's still headed on a self-will run riot trajectory. I just see this big old huge wave. Oh, did I finish? I was gonna make shrimp linguine. So I went to get shrimp or cream, and they're out. And I could have got the can of coconut milk that I've used before in the Indian dish that I like to make. God, I miss convenience, man. I really do. I was thinking about that. I was looking at the back of those. I got these little ornaments for Christmas over here. They have Bible verses on them, and on the back of them, it says it has a sticker. It came from Hobby Lobby, and I'm like, I remember going to Hobby Lobby and Michael's and all those really cool, big box stores, and you just go around and look at stuff, and they just have everything you could possibly imagine. Well, the place I live now, man. Nope. It's very limited in scope. So, that's all right. It helps keep things simple for us, huh, Ma? Keep from stuff piling up too much. Oh, and little Tango just came in. He's over here in this little on the table. I have a cat bed. It's a bed, little round pet bed that's actually in the shape of a cat that he likes to sleep in. So little gray guy is still out running around. These screenshots today of weird stuff going on in the world. Every year they do these. I like these. They put these out. Think before you donate. Goodwill CEO and owner Jim Gibbons profits $2.3 million a year for people giving away their junk. Just supports what I say, man. Stop giving it for these false for profits. And put freaking money in things in exchange in people's hands, man. Give it to the people. So, just drives me crazy. UNICEF CEO Cheryl M. Stern received $1.2 million per year, $100,000 a month, plus all expenses, including a Rolls Royce, and less than 5 cents of your donated dollar goes to the cause of UNICEF, and one person gets that much. I don't want to live on a world that is like that anymore, man. When people are that greedy. And what does she do? Well, I mean, look, she looks like a big old I eat children. She looks like the United, like Hansel and Gretel shit. The United Way, President Brian Gallagher receives $375,000 base salary along with numerous expense benefits. Heck, there's a city planner down in Albuquerque from Utah makes $216,000 a year. See, that's the thing is, look at, if you go into your local cities, counties, states, whatever, and look at their pay scale on these. And if it's somebody that's in a club, if it's a good old boy or a good old girl, you know, if they'll get that upper end. I always got the lower end. I always just was just too grateful to have a job and shit. I was just overly appreciative people, and we're doormats. So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna get because people are just going. I hate it, because it's ski season here. Because we're getting all this snow on the mountain, so you get all these people from Colorado. They're complete assholes because they don't live here. Well, a lot of them do have houses here. Makes it hard for other people to find places to live. When people keep houses that are empty, freaking 9-10 months out of the year. It's stupid. But what are you gonna do? The American Red Cross, they're the worst. I worked with the guy, bloodsuckers and stuff like that, which goes with the narrative of things that are coming out now. You know? He worked for the American, he's like, those people are the freaking most disgusting, vile, freaking, it's nasty. This much, man. Nobody, that's the thing, is like prices are as high as they are right now because assholes set the prices. They designate what the prices are. Thanks. Give a fuck about those third quarter earnings. You know what I mean? And stock and all this stuff that doesn't matter. I can't wait till this whole veil of these reindeer games they just freaking tumble. You know? Go away. They're going to change and shift and evolve like things always do. The thing of it is the people that put so much faith in them when they should have been putting their faith elsewhere. AKA God, you know, higher power of just, you know, taking care of people, take care of the planet, make sure the planet doesn't get trashed, make sure that, you know, people are secure. And when I say secure, they just got basic needs, you know. I don't give a shit about the pursuit of happiness. I care about clean water. Yeah. And if we have a roof over our head. Is that the pursuit of happiness? Is that the being able to pursue that? You know, because I know a lot of people aren't getting it. They don't get it. But you get the chance to pursue it. Doing your Sunday morning church talk and then go cruise around on your freaking $18,000 Harley? You know, God ain't never told me to buy a Harley. God ain't never told me to buy something, an extravagant accessory. I guess it's just not in me. Who's that? Who's bumpering me? Is that my tuck? Are you guys racing to the bed? You're racing to the comfy spot? Tucker's sitting on it tonight. He don't ordinarily sit on it, Ma. Over here. That's usually, but he's getting it. He's like, no, I want it. There he goes. He just curled. He's such, man. My brother wanted me to give 2 of my dogs away. He just curled in right down there. I have 2 dog beds stacked up, so it's like for sleeping on a cloud for him. My brother's like, put Mom in a home, get rid of a couple of your dogs, start going back to work, and start working for that getting that, you know, that retirement. Retire? What do you mean retire? I'm gonna keep trying to, earn my way on my place on this planet for as long as I breathe. Well, they're gonna retire. What do you mean retire? I don't even know what that... Stop working? What? Stop being creative? What am I supposed to stop doing? Yeah, I stopped working for somebody else. I stopped earning a W-2, where they kept like half of my whatever I made. And I'm single, man. And you have all these little billionaire little bitches complaining about, it's just weird. It's weird. But I don't know. Today I'm pretty grateful. I did get to meditate state. I got to relax. Last night was freaking hard. Not only was, Sass awful vocal and rambunctious, I think she's talking to the angels at night, I swear. I understand that, they start getting older, they start hanging out more on the other side. They're dipping their how grandma and grandpa are being received by people that have passed on before them. They see them in the room and stuff like that. You hear all kinds of stories like that. I think we see in frequency. We see in frequency. And so the higher people get closer to source, that frequency, you see people that are, directly connected to source, of course. So, yeah, and then Luna, I don't know what happened with, she got freaking threw up all over the bed. I just washed I have a memory foam mattress that I sleep on. I don't know, what is it? It's not a twin, it's one up above a twin, but it's not a queen. It's below, anyway. And then the dogs have one that the dumb bitch from Arizona put on the moving truck. I shouldn't have taken those, man. Anyway. The other one, the one that came from Arizona. And, there's a mattress topper and it was in the middle of the night and it would just freaking how the similarities, like, I miss that. I think about her all the time. Anyway, but then I had a Nissan Rogue, and before that, what did I have before that? I had a Ford Taurus. I put 200,000 miles, over 200,000 miles on a Ford Taurus, man. That thing did better in the snow. Would pass up these big old 4x4s all over the place in the Midwest. I just kept full tank of gas in her, and she was like a little bullet. She did great. And then one car I had, because I called it my poor man's Jag. It was a 2003 Hyundai Sonata, rear-ended by some freaking little Mexican kid, and freaking took off south of the border. You had to pay to fix it. Nah, he didn't have no insurance. It was a done deal. It's a done deal. It's a total loss. So that was the last time. I was like, I'll just drive cars out of practicality. If I want to drive a fancy car, I'll rent one. So whenever I like travel to places, I try to get like a fancy car, like a car like really outside, my comfortability kind of thing. Just cause, hey, I appreciate luxury items. I just don't know why so many people have to have so much stuff before they help other people. How much money do you have to have in the bank before before people can really start doing some generous shit? And I'm not talking about giving it to false for profits. I got there's all kinds of ideas on how to help people. People just, I guess they're not there yet. They're not seeing they haven't felt the pain. They haven't felt it yet. Maybe not. So, what else? It's been pretty quiet. I did go by the coffee shop today. That was kind of because I was like, dude, if it snows, got to see my buddy Augustine. He's hunting, so he gets to walk around the Pueblo and see. I miss doing stuff like that. I would go with him. He walked around from like 8 until 10:30 at night. And see when, like, especially when the moon's full and up there is snow, some snow, you get all bundled in, I freaking love the hunt. I ain't into the kill no more. So I'm more. I'd go to take pictures and stuff like that. He's been going out scouting and stuff like that. Patterns that I keep track of. So it's good to see those homies. And then went to the store and I just was not. I did get myself some mushrooms. So I'm gonna sauce some mushrooms. I don't have, and I bought some peppermint through this one canister, and I'm gonna enjoy it. And then next year, I can have one, like a seasonal one. But see, I do overboard. I do, because I eat my feelings a lot. I go to comfort. I find a lot of comfort in being soothed through food. And I've learned healthier disciplines and practices. So there's a balance. And so to circumvent physical ailments and a lot of crabby days, I just, I don't indulge a lot. I don't get a lot of food I love. Because I eat a lot of food that I love. So I get food that is like, nutritional value and stuff like that. I can't eat oatmeal much. Jesse's about to ruin oatmeal for me, though. She did. So, but I like cream of wheat, stuff like that. But I used to live off oatmeal. Like I could eat a big old cup of glob, make a big old glob of oatmeal about 9:30. Not have to eat anything else until 1:30 in the afternoon. That's when I'd go up to Block 16, miss rush hour, get the special, order it to go, Yeah. So, anyway. Been going down a lot of memory because my days are the same, so I've been thinking about the good times. And it's a fine balance between thinking about good times of places I've been, things I've seen, people I've met, stuff like that. And, looking forward to the future and meeting more people. Yeah, going to more places, seeing more things, stuff like that. But I also know it's a timing thing. When universe says that I'm supposed to not connect with people, I assure you, I do not connect. Not many people connect with me. I assure you that is a very true and relevant fact. But when universe releases and I get a little bit more freedom to do and be, then because I made a lot. I've found at a young age that I have had a lot of power in a lot of areas to make things happen. Ask mom how many dudes freaking stopped dating her because you'd call them a loser and shit like that, because they were scumbags. They'd freaking get drunk and beat her up and stuff like that. So. Anyway, I learned how to read people at a very, very... It's just so very painfully... It's just uncomfortable. And people don't even hide it anymore because they wear their grossness, like their seediness. That have large frames and they're still very vital and fit and healthy and agile and active. Difference between them and the others is... They try. They give a shit about themselves. That's the way I see it. That's the way I look at it. Anybody that tries, that, just, even though you don't feel good, you don't want to, but shoot, just do this one set. Just do this one set. Or go for that walk 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day. Or, do something for yourself. That's a discipline. That's not an indulgence. There's a very big difference. So, anyway.